Hello, guys. How are you doing? Hello, everyone. I was far away. Sorry about that. So, I wanted to discuss the movie Get Out. I know it came out a while ago, but I want to talk about what that movie was really about because everybody seems to think it was about black men with white women. Sorry, I'm looking for something, so I'm gonna try to hurry up so my attention is not divided here, and I'm gonna hurry. 1 second. The movie Get Out was. You have to think the opposite. When I see a group of people that believes a certain thing, you have to see that the opposite just may be true. So many people felt like the movie Get Out was about this black guy with this white woman. But if you pay close attention towards the end of it, and I need to watch it a second time, if you pay close attention to it, all of those black guys that was trapped, whose consciousness was transferred, they were able to come back to themselves. But the black woman was killed at the end. She was not able to come back to herself. Now, here's what I got to say about that. There's a large group of black women who will not make it. We already know that. And those of us who are already making it, that movie was not about, certain black women. That movie was about, and it's almost like these women, and we see it now, how they easily triggered. And somebody made an important point that when you always trigger and you constantly triggered over the same thing over and over again, which a lot of black women are triggered over these little tweets, these bashing and, you know, non-black women saying things about black women and all this stuff. And it's constantly the same trigger, okay? It's almost you're still under a form of MK Ultra mind control. Okay. Now I feel like that movie Get Out was about black women. You notice when that guy snapped that picture. Okay, at the beginning if you see the movie, if you can remember the movie, at the beginning you see a guy looking for his girlfriends or whoever he's supposed to meet. He was looking for her house. He could not find her house. Next thing you know, somebody knocked him over the head. I think put him in a trunk or did something. That's that guy's consciousness was transferred, and then you saw him, wearing this suit, and the one with the nosebleed when a photo was taken, and then it was another guy too, and the main character who had that white girlfriend who, every time the lady who was a hypnotherapist hit the cup with that spoon, then it would trigger him to go back, go back deep, sink, go back into that sunken place. When he figured out how to save himself because his friend saved him, then he would take the picture. He took a picture towards the end to save this other guy. He realized something about the camera would bring their consciousness back, bring them back to themselves. But the women at the end, the black woman, he had to kill her. See, she never came back. And it makes me feel like a lot of these ladies are a sacrifice for certain black men to rise up. I'm seeing it now. You know, even with American Gods, I listened to a person who's well versed in occult break down the season 1 of American Gods, how you can see that the black male was being redeemed. Not all of them, but obviously a lot of black women have chosen to become the sacrifice. See, all of these police shootings that happen, these these anti-black, this psychological warfare, these attacks on black women is constantly done to keep black women triggered. Even the police shootings was about the black woman. Okay. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that movie Get Out and what it meant to me. And I think it was, to me, Get Out was more about that black woman. The black men were saved. The black woman was still stuck in that sunken place. She was killed and she was sunk. She was stuck in that sunken place. Okay. And you see a lot of black women today triggered over the same thing over and over and over again. Many of us have already made it to 5D, okay, fifth dimension. But a lot of black women are still stuck, are still MK Ultra. That the same trigger, the same thing keeps triggering them and they can't break out of it. It's like you play a song or you play a movie. You know how you used to play the same movie time and time and time and time again. It's like a lot of black women who are constantly triggered by the same thing. 2 years pass by, they triggered by the same thing. It's like playing the same movie over and over and over and over again, and you don't want to watch a new movie. Okay? They're stuck in the sunken place. This is why, and it's just how it is. A lot of them have chosen to be the sacrifice, and now, unfortunately, it looks like in a certain realm or a timeline, I'm going to say it like that, a lot of black men are going to be redeemed because the black women have chosen to sacrifice themselves. It's up and down, it's polarity. It's just how it is. Where I'm going, it's not going to be any kind of polarity, so that doesn't concern me. But where some other people might exist, and I see this is more of a conversation for my spiritual channel. I'm not too concerned with polarity because where my consciousness is going, polarity will not exist. But right now, there still is that polarity, and a lot of black women have volunteered to sacrifice so a lot of black men can rise up. I was listening to one lady talk about, and her name is Ashera Star Goddess, and she was talking about entities in music. And she was talking about the transference of power. Now, I have not listened to the radio in a while, but I think it's some movie, some video. I think it's by Snoop Dogg, Beach Bum or whatever it is. You guys might know about it. I have not seen it. It might be. I don't know. Anyway, the Jews are losing their power over media. The Jews are losing their power over music. And she was talking about some video. I don't know if it was Snoop Dogg or what it was, but it kind of showed an image of the people who used to control music, turning their power over, transferring the power to the black male. Okay? So, yeah. That's all I want to say. And the black women, a lot of them just still get the short end of the stick. Not me. I don't have the short end of the stick. I've decided that's why I won't be making too many audios to this channel, because I'm not going to keep talking about old things. More of the stuff I'm going to be talking about is going to be just, rising in consciousness, because that's how you get out of those negative energies. Okay, your consciousness has to rise. And a lot of black women have been capped. It's like they can't get out of it. They've been capped. Okay. And that's why I say leave the sisterhood alone right now, unless you can find somebody on your frequency. Kind of leave that sisterhood thing alone, because you don't want to call yourself forming a bond with somebody who's of a lower frequency and you trying to bond with them based on their color, and they bring you down and keep you from rising up in dimensions. You don't want that. Okay. Because a lot of black women have chosen. They have chosen to be the sacrifice, and they are being sacrificed. So just, keep your vibration high, because it's definitely not every single black or brown woman. You know what I mean when I say black identified woman. It's not every one of them, but those who chose just to be the sacrifice, it's that law of polarity, I guess. One group has to be at the bottom so the other one can rise up. And this Black woman chose to sacrifice herself. A lot of them chose to sacrifice herself for this male. But those women who chose to sacrifice themselves were those very women who were around, who betrayed their sisters for the phallus anyway. And so it's just time for them to go anyway, because I'm going to be honest with you. We're still back on the first cycle. So those women who did not betray their sisters for the phallus are still going to rise up. Okay. But they're just not too vocal right now, just sitting around and letting the chips just fall. And when it's time, you will see those women who were those brown, Black identified women, brown women who were already high in frequency. You'll see them come online. But right now, it's just time to let these chips fall. Those ladies who have chosen to sacrifice themselves for this male to rise up, they need to be cleared out anyway, because they are a part of that first betrayal. They are a part of the first betrayal, and they need to be cleaned out anyway. Ooh. Sorry.